Okay, Korean midfielder Jack Scott. We're a little break in training here today in preparation for the Carrick Rangers game on Saturday. If I told you that we didn't beat Carrick Rangers at all last year, what would be your reaction?
I'd be quite surprised. Obviously, the outfit we had last year, I thought we were a good squad, but obviously Carrick's a hard team to play against, so yeah, fair play to them, coming down and taking points off us every time.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a gap since your last game, one thing and another with international commitments. From a playing point of view, how frustrating is that there's no continuity or no chance to build up momentum?
Obviously it's tough not playing a league game week after week, but yeah, for Cliftonville had 2 players away on the international break, so the game was postponed, and then but fair play to Dean, got a game scheduled in for the weekend, so we still have had our game, but it probably wasn't intensity and the same, what's that word?
Yeah,
like you didn't have the same attitude towards it because it wasn't a league game. We weren't fighting for points or anything like that there. So yeah, it was still good to get a game, get minutes in the legs, but it wasn't the same as a league game.
The break, did that help in terms of, I know there were a few players carrying knocks and injuries. Does the break help in terms of just trying to get everybody back to full fitness?
Yeah, obviously it helps. It lets them get another 3 weeks sort of thing to get more recovery in and get back to full fitness. But I think there's still a few weeks left, and yeah, ready to go in a few weeks hopefully.
From your own point of view, Jack, you obviously joined in January of last year.
Yeah.
You're probably one of the longer serving players, ironically enough. How do you feel the new team is shaping up? And you've played a number of different positions already this year. I'm just wondering, how do you feel the team is gelling?
I think we're gelling really well on and off the pitch. Everyone's a real close group down there in the change room. On the pitch, I still think we're still learning from each other. Everyone's like the likes of Kenzie. Like I've only played with Kenzie 3 times maybe since we've played, like since he's came. So we're still learning off each other when he goes and I stay, and when the opposite. So yeah, once that clicks, we'll be a tough opponent to come against.
And I suppose it is difficult because we've talked before along with Dean and stuff as well, and sort of underlining the need for patience, among supporters and stuff. But I guess patience only lasts for so long, doesn't it? In terms of you guys as players and also supporters.
Yeah, definitely. You can say we need to be patient, it's going to come, but it has to come at some stage, that sort of way. So yeah, just stay, believe in what the club's doing, believe in what Dean's doing, and it will click together.
The last home game, I think, against Glenavon, I suppose Glenavon came here, similar in nature to Carrick.
Mm-hmm.
They had been on a poor run of form, same as Carrick. They're coming here, I think they've lost their last 4. Is there anything that, as a group, you could learn from that Glenavon game that you can make sure the same thing doesn't happen this weekend?
Yeah, well, obviously Glenavon scored in the first minute of the game, and then second half they scored in the first 5 minutes of the second half. So I think we need to have a good start and play our own game. Don't worry about what they're doing. I think they'll come here in a deep block. I don't think they're going to press us that much. So we need to stay patient and keep the ball and just gain up the pitch to gain territory in it.
And that can be difficult too when teams adopt that low block.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult then to try and break a team down, doesn't it? I suppose, do you have to come up with solutions almost in training pre-game, or is it a case of just what happens on the 90 minutes?
Yeah, definitely. You can do as much as you want out on a training pitch, but when it comes to Saturday, it's your decisions and it's the player decisions on the pitch. So they might change up and change shape than what we've been working on all week. So it's up to us to adapt on the pitch and break them down essentially if they're in a deep block. And it is patience, and you can't force errors or just keep the ball, and they will get tired and open spaces up for you.
And then kind of what to expect with Stuart King's Carrick. They're going to be a physical team. They're going to bring a lot of that to the game. Do you enjoy that side of the game?
Yeah, I'm all up for it, but I would rather stay in my own space and get the ball in 10 yards of space. But it's never like that when you're playing teams in this league. It's always in your face, up pressure on you. So yeah, I don't mind it. I like a bit of shoulder to shoulder action.
Do you feel like one of the more experienced members of the squad? That weird saying that you're still a young man, but probably one of the guys with a lot of Irish League experience. One of the guys, anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm the most experienced in the Irish League, but since my time away in England coming back, I feel like I'm quite experienced. So yeah, leading into the season, I want to be like a sort of like a leader on the pitch and help the new boys coming in, show them what we're about.
As the 2 week break kind of, is it now like the first 4 or 5 games are done, it's now like a reset, or it's now the next focus for the next holidays?
Yeah, well, personally, I'm looking at it as the next block. Like the next 3 games we've got are a good chance to gain some points on the board, I feel like. So if we get through them games and we get points on the board, then I think we'll be in a real good place to build momentum coming from here.